Hearing State of Ohio versus Dante Smith, 26-365, motion to suppress. Counsel ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. The evidence, we'd ask you to incorporate our arguments, our briefs into our arguments, and the evidence will show that the defendant was detained lawfully. A pat-down yielded a suspicious lump that the officer believed was cocaine. He was writing the defendant a written warning, which wasn't even completed when the defendant admitted that he had cocaine in his pocket. The total stop was 11 minutes and 18 seconds from the time he was detained to pulled over to the time he was arrested. We'd ask you to deny this motion. Thank you.
Mr. D.
Your Honor, at the time the traffic stop was completed, a warning was issued and Mr. Smith was not informed that he was free to leave. The officer continued to question him, did not tell him that he was free to leave, and subsequently the cocaine was found after my client, after he'd asked him several times, he finally said, yes, it's cocaine at that point. But the traffic stop was completed and then it continued for that short, brief moment. It's only about 30 seconds afterwards. But we believe that the officer should have told him he was free to leave, and at that point turned it into a consensual encounter, and that would have made everything admissible. But we believe that in violation of his Fourth Amendment right, he continued to seize him at that point instead of releasing him. And therefore, the statements that were made and the drugs that were found were based on the fact that he was in custody and not free to leave. It was not Mirandized, nor was he told that he could leave, so he was still seized, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Gegrich.
I think, Your Honor, at this time, the State of Ohio would call Officer Brown from the Willoughby Police Department.
Step forward. Raise your right hand. You swear a testimony about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God. All right, have a seat.
I'll stipulate to his qualifications.
No.
Your Honor, we'd stipulate to his qualifications. The prosecutor's free to ask whatever he'd like.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. You state your name, spell your last name for the record, please.
Fred Brown Jr., B-R-O-W-N.
And are you employed, sir?
Yes, with the City of Willoughby.
And how long have you been with the City of Willoughby?
Since May of 2022.
And what's your duties with the Willoughby Police Department?
I'm a patrol officer.
And where are you assigned to?
Just patrol within the City of Willoughby.
Okay, and have you ever had occasions to make drug arrests?
Yes,
And how many would you say you've made?
many. Hundreds.
Have you made arrests for cocaine?
Yes,
Have you made arrests for marijuana?
yes.
And how many of these arrests were subsequent to a pat-down, to where you were able to identify narcotics by plain field?
Many of them.
Okay. Were you so employed on March 14, 2026?
Yes,
And did you have an occasion to be in the area of 38257 Glen Avenue in the city of Willoughby, Lake County, Ohio?
yes,
And that's the sole parking lot, is that correct?
yes.
And why were you there?
I had a black Nissan sedan pass me when I was at 2nd and Erie. I checked the registration using leads and learned it was expired on February 20th.
All right, so it doesn't have a valid registration for the vehicle,
No.
right?
Correct.
And you effect a traffic stop.
Yes.
And how many people were in the vehicle? Tell us about that traffic stop.
As the vehicle pulled into the sole parking lot, I initiated a traffic stop by activating my overhead lights. The vehicle then continued to pull to the back of the parking lot and parked behind Barrio.
And did you notice anything suspicious about the individual inside the vehicle?
While it was coming to a stop, the driver was moving around his immediate area, vicinity inside the vehicle.
And did you know who was driving the vehicle?
At the time I did not, but as soon as I approached the vehicle, I immediately recognized Dante Smith.
And how'd you recognize the defendant? Or before you do that, can you know Dante Smith, is that correct?
Yes.
Do you see him in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Can you point to him and tell me what he's wearing?
He's wearing a black jail.
We can stipulate to identify my client, Your Honor.
All right.
And how do you know him?
I know him from working the bar details downtown, working 1899 Valentine, the Yard. I've had numerous conversations with Dante. I've had him on prior traffic stops where a driver was found with drug paraphernalia. And then we also had a case with Dante at the garage bar within the last 2 years or so where he was arrested for cocaine.
And so throughout those interactions, you've had an occasion to be able to assess his demeanor.
Yes.
Okay. And how would you characterize your encounters with the defendant?
Usually when I speak with Dante, he's laughing, joking with me. He's usually pretty upbeat and happy.
Was that the case? Was that the demeanor he showed you on March 14, 2026?
No, he was very withdrawn and short in the conversation that I was having with him over a minor traffic stop for expired plates.
How would you characterize his demeanor that day?
Withdrawn, he just seemed like he wanted me to go away. He did not want me to continue to be by him.
You noted that he was acting extremely nervous and pacing outside of the vehicle. Is that
Yes.
a fair characterization?
Yes.
Now, you were in a marked Willoughby vehicle
Yes.
with lights, sirens, the whole 9 yards?
Yes.
And was it equipped with a dash cam?
Correct.
Okay. You can play that? Just the first couple of things, I'll have them. And it was working that night?
Yes.
Which
Stream one.
streamer?
And is that your dash cam that night?
Yes.
And where are you sitting currently?
Right outside of Malarkey's at 2nd and Erie.
And is that a fair and accurate depiction of what you observed on March 14, 2026?
It is.
And tell us what you were seeing as it...
As the vehicle came to a stop at the stop bar there, I checked the registration of the vehicle, and then I learned that it was expired.
And that's the parking lot itself?
Yes.
You guys go around.
Unlock it. What up, Tate?
Do this time.
Your plate's expired.
Oh, this, what, really?
Yeah.
Damn, it's nigga shit. I didn't even know. Damn, this my nigga shit though. This my
Okay.
nigga stuff. Oh yeah, his birthday. What day?
February like 20th?
That's when it expired?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Damn. Damn.
You valid and everything?
Yeah, I'm valid.
You got valid driver's license?
Yeah, I got insurance.
You do?
Damn. I'm about to call him. What the fuck?
You got insurance on you?
Yeah, I gotta show you.
You're valid. I'm gonna get you out of here with the
I'm
warrant.
about to show
brother.
you. I got it in my phone. Damn, man. What the fuck you doing that?
Just doing my stuff. Doing my normal
see what-
shit.
Hold on. I got it about to show you my
19 radio deal.
and I'm gonna call it.
Sam David 185-847. Is this a bag of ketchup? Can I pull it out and check it? Bag of garbage.
Ugh.
I ain't seen you in a minute. I actually worked down here like a week
Man, I've
ago.
been tired, man. My daughter all sick and shit. Everything.
You got kids? Oh yeah, you got kids.
Man, why you ain't tell me the tags expired?
What's up?
Your tags is expired.
Jackson?
Your tags, your car tags.
I'll be up 19.
Yes, sir. What you mean? Oh. Hold on.
Tell you what's the phone number for you?
216-541.
216
541
541.
9716. I'm trying to find my insurance real.
Anything in the car should be worried about?
No, sir.
No.
Got it? No.
No? Mind if I check?
Yes, sir. Let me get out. Let me, you don't need my insurance?
No weapons on you?
No, sir.
Mind if I check? Can I check inside your pockets?
Okay. For what?
Just asking. Yes or no?
I mean, what am I under arrest?
No, just checking.
No, sir. No,
No?
sir.
I'm gonna check for weapons, okay?
Okay. What you got going on my pocket?
I'm not.
No?
Tay,
Okay.
Tay, I just asked. I just asked. What would be in this pocket, Tay? What's in this pocket here?
Man, I'm under arrest with no.
No.
Nothing, man. I just got out the car, let you in and
Is
everything.
that when you noticed
All right, so nothing in the
Hold
pocket?
on.
Nothing, man. Damn, it's far.
Stop there.
Last time I did this shit.
I apologize.
Sorry.
Is that when you noticed what you believed was powder in his pocket?
Yes.
And was it large, small?
It was a large lump of a powdery substance.
Okay. And in your training and experience, what did you believe it to be?
Cocaine.
All right, please continue.
I don't want you behind him when he's, that's all.
Hey, Tay, you know me.
You always giving me hell. It's nothing.
When have I given you hell?
Nothing in there.
When have I given you hell?
I did this shit, man.
So there's a reason why I'm doing this. When I pull you over, you're
Because I want-
moving around a lot.
No, because you asked me for
So I'm
my
just
shit.
asking. Just asking. You gave me consent to search your car. If you don't want me to search your car, tell me no, I won't.
I mean, it's not my car.
So yes or no?
What you want me to do? I mean,
I'm not, you said
I don't know
yes.
what the right thing to say.
I ain't even checked it. Because I feel like you're telling me no.
Mr. Brown?
Nothing
You know
wrong.
I ain't fucking around, man. But I'm mad really because I'm in the car. Just, man, dang.
I told you I'm probably going to give you a warning.
You said you want to give me the ticket.
When did I say ticket one time to stop, Tay?
Go ahead, big dog. Why you ain't tell me these tags fucked up?
I'm not even checking it. I told you I wasn't. Just hang on right there. No, we're good. No, I'm already going with it, so no, it's fine. No, we're all good. No, dude, Tay, we're gonna be cool after this, it's fine.
I don't know if you want to notice or nothing. You know, I don't know because the tag expired.
How
bad did it expire?
By like 2 months.
2 months?
You hear this shit, man?
Hey, listen. No, hey, real quick. If I wouldn't even notice it was you when you were next to me, I wouldn't even stopped you.
Because now I got to get home. I got to leave. You got to get up here and get the car.
I didn't say I'm towing it. You're gonna be allowed to drive it home, brother. What if you had it?
No.
How many times you had an interaction with me?
Yeah, but you know I don't like to be. That's if it happened again. Shit.
Where are you going to?
No, I gotta
Where are
go.
you taking the car to? Freeway.
Watch out for the troopers.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Skills.
Get on at Lost Nation or Vine Street here. You ain't going to another city.
That's Brown, man. I'm sorry.
Freeway, don't get run.
Oh, you gotta check my. That's why I was looking for my insurance for you.
That's what I wanted. Hey, how many times have we had
I know,
interaction?
Kirk. I know you. You know I fuck with you.
And you know I'm
I'm always doing. That shit.
You stop it there real quick.
Nigga, I hate this type shit.
So he's indicating he's trying to show you his insurance. How's he doing that?
He's looking on his phone.
Okay,
I
is
think he was
able
waiting
to
for it.
pull it up, or
I think he had, at the time of stop, he had called the owner. I think he was trying to get the owner to send it to him. I'm not positive.
okay. So at this point, what are you doing?
I'm beginning to type the written warning for the expired plates.
All right, please continue.
And my insurance is
You ain't had a ticket since 2020.
I know I did have a ticket like really recently, bro. But I don't have a lot of tickets. My license valid, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. My license ain't valid. I remember you from the last time.
Yeah, I was probably.
How you doing? Hey. You gonna let me move that car out the way?
Just leave it right there for now.
Well, I'm gonna take it.
No, I ain't gonna take it.
Hmm?
I'm giving you a warning ticket. And I'm getting you the hell out of here.
Okay.
So hang on. I'm lean up against my tire here. The car's dirty.
Let you do you. Dang, man. Everybody always thinking shit going bad. Smith bringing all the trouble to the party. St. Patrick's Day.
We're off, thank God.
Y'all off.
No, we're off, thank God.
Oh,
We're near here.
oh, she's happy.
Oh, yeah.
She's happy.
They'll be down here working. But
Did you show me proof of insurance?
Yes, sir. I can show you on my internet. Hold on. Let me go to my web, my browser.
What's your phone number, Ted?
216-541-97-610. If I get my Gmail, I can show it to you. I just paid it. Here, man. Let me call you back. Get to my Gmail. I got some insurance. That's
I had a little bag of weed. I had a little bag of weed in your pocket.
I got a motherfucking 20s. Like a weed shit.
I ain't worried about no weed. I'm not worried about a little weed.
Yeah, I don't want you to put it on front of them.
They won't care. It's legal.
No, it ain't. Not for me.
So at that point, he's telling you he has marijuana in his pocket,
Yes.
and from your experience and training and that clean and the touch, you knew that wasn't true. Is that correct?
Correct.
Please continue.
Legal for probation.
You're on probation.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna be worried about a little weed.
But that's still, you see if I get caught, shit, I'll be violated.
Well, that's if I report it.
Oh. Well, I like to get high. And I know I just got piss tested, so I'm good for a couple of days. You know, let me get this insurance.
Are you on post, perchance? There's a Richard Stanley here.
Yeah, if I would even known that was you next to me, I wouldn't even
I
care.
seen you. You ain't see me going. Damn. I got it going. There I go. Okay. Here I go. Insurance name is.
What direction?
Hold on. There I go. Did you already find it?
No, I have no way to look it up.
You have no way? Okay. Hold on. What's today? Thursday? Mercury. There we go. Good. Mercury. Hi, Dante. Nope, not this.
No.
Hold on.
What do we got? Expired plates.
I got it. Okay, here I go. It's iPhone 7, so you gotta bear with me. Here I go. Man, this motherfucker ain't got no gas in the car. All this shit is fucking me up today. I'm mad. Give me a minute. I don't know who my insurance is. I guarantee you I got it. I thought when you got it on your license, you can check. Oh, there it is. Here we go.
Give me 1 second.
Dang.
26.
I just paid. Just hold it when you get a chance.
Can you stop it for a second?
I'm freezing, man.
What's that clicking sound we're hearing?
That's me typing the information required for the written warning.
And for the traffic stop, he needs to show proof of insurance, is that true?
True.
Please continue.
But I don't know how to pull it up for my insurance card, but you can tell that I paid it. It said, thank you for joining our coverage. Here you go.
Okay. It's just a warning ticket, anyhow. It's not that big of a deal. So,
Thanks, man.
I told you.
But I'm
that's
about to
why-
move that shit. I'm not riding it back. Ain't no chance like that, man.
Hey,
Sorry.
so how long you know me?
I know, man. You
And you-
fuck, but
and-
I'm glad it was you. I'm like,
Listen, and you know, we're usually cool.
yeah, we always cool.
And I think you have respect for me and I have respect
No, I
for
do.
you.
You already know if something pop up. We already had this talk. If
And
something pop
I
up,
know that. But you know what my biggest concern is down here?
Yeah, and violence. You hate it.
Violence and drugs.
You hate it.
So I'm going to go out on a limb.
Thank you.
Huh?
Thanks, bro.
No, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm not done talking, so bear with me.
Oh, okay.
All right. I have a feeling what's in your pocket is a bag of Coke. And if you want to be honest with me, it's the difference between going to jail today or not. Is a bag of Coke? All right.
You want to?
No. Turn around.
What you doing?
Tay, don't do all
What you
that.
doing?
Tay,
That's what you said.
don't do all that. I didn't say you were going to jail.
What are you doing?
Okay, I didn't say you were going
I
to
didn't
jail.
permission to hear. What are you doing?
We'll sort it out.
Hey,
What are we doing? What you doing?
I wasn't going to do anything until now, but now we're going. Now we're going in a route we can't. We're gonna start resisting and stuff. It's going in a different route. Like, start lined up.
I know, try to turn his wrist. Relax this arm, man, okay? Relax this arm.
Get the phone here.
I got it.
Hey, I didn't want you to do all this.
I told you I'm good.
Well, you told me you had a bag of Coke in your
No, I did
pocket.
not. I
Okay.
got weed in my pocket. You said it. That's crazy, bro.
Alright, you're like a.
That's crazy, bro.
I wasn't trying to do all this. I was going to take it and talk to you about it and go from there. I'll fix it.
That's cool.
It's the second one to rip on me.
What's up?
This is why you got 5 kids.
That thing. Alright. Hold on.
I ain't going nowhere.
Night, radio.
Take.
And you removed the bag from his pocket at that point?
Yes.
And what was it?
It was 2 bags. What I could tell was 2 bags of white powdery substance that, through my training experience, I could immediately identify as cocaine.
And it ended up being 26 individually packed bags,
Yes.
and they were broken down into half grams, 1 gram, and 8 balls. Is that correct?
Correct.
And from the beginning of the stop to where he admits that he has cocaine in his pocket, that's approximately 11 minutes and 18 seconds. Is that correct?
Correct.
Nothing further. Thank you.
Mr. Deeb.
Thank you, Your Honor. Up until the end, that traffic stop seemed fairly friendly, correct?
Yes.
And you testified earlier that you've had numerous experience with Dante.
Yes.
Most of them have been pleasant, except for the one where he was arrested, correct?
Correct.
And on this occasion, he was well within his rights to not allow you to enter his pocket during the traffic stop. Would you agree with that?
Correct.
And while you had prior experience with him, when you felt that, and what you felt, it could have been any number of different objects, correct?
I was fairly certain it was cocaine.
And you based that based on your past experience with Dante?
Yes.
And when you felt it, you squeezed it to see that it was something soft, correct?
No, I did not.
No, you just pat it down with the side of your hand?
Hand open, flat palm,
Just
and
show us.
push straight down.
And it could have been a bag of weed?
No, I do not. I know it was not a bag of weed.
Okay, but you are saying you were certain it was cocaine,
A bag of a powdery substance in his pocket.
but it definitely wasn't a weapon, correct?
No, it was not a weapon.
You were 100% sure it wasn't a weapon.
No.
And then, just moving forward to the end of the video, just before you ask him to focus on that pocket, we hear the printer going, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And at that point, you would give him a citation and then ask him some questions about what's in his pocket, correct?
I was waiting for the printer to print. As it was printing, you can hear me rip the paper off the printer, and as I'm talking to Dante, I'm folding the ticket like I do on every stop.
But you don't hand him the citation, you divert to focusing on his pocket, correct?
As I'm folding the paper and I hand it to him, and I'm in the process of handing it to him, is when I.
That's when you tell him, I have an idea, that's when you have that dialogue that I think there's something in your pocket?
Correct.
So at that point, you continue the traffic stop to focus on what was in his pocket since the citation had been issued to him, correct?
It wasn't issued to him yet. I was.
You said you were handing it to him, and then you said, well, I want to talk about what's in your pocket.
Yes.
And then maybe even just 15 or so seconds later, he tells you what it is, correct?
Correct.
So at that point, when you issue him the citation, how come you didn't tell him that the traffic stop was over or that he was free to leave?
I don't do that on any stop. I usually just hand them the citation and have another 2-second conversation about what they typically do, and then we part ways.
Yeah, but at that point, once you issue them any person that you would stop, as soon as you issue them the citation, it's completed, correct?
I agreed. I mean, yes.
Yeah. And we can say in here, you continued after you issued him the citation, you continued to have a dialogue with him after that to investigate the contents of his pocket, correct?
Because of his demeanor, I had a reasonable suspicion that what was in his pocket was cocaine.
And that was just based on an open hand touch from you and your belief that he had cocaine based on a prior arrest?
Yes.
And you're saying that there was nothing else that could have been in his pocket?
I had reasonable suspicion that it was a bag of cocaine in his pocket.
But it's clear, you issued him the citation or the warning. Sorry, I say citation, I mean them interchangeably, the warning. The
Yes.
reason for the stop.
Written warning.
And as that goes, then you turn it into an investigation, correct?
I think I was still in the midst of the entire traffic stop and the investigation of the traffic stop and everything that led from that traffic stop.
You knew at the time that you were issuing the warning that you were going to investigate that pocket further, correct?
Not until he admitted it was cocaine.
Well, if you said, no, it's not cocaine in my pocket, it's nothing, would you have just dropped it?
That's not what happened, though.
Okay, but you talked about before, when you were testifying before, what you would have done or could have done in past history and experience. But speaking of your experience, in this case, you would have wanted to investigate that based on what you patted down from before?
Yes.
Now, we don't know if Dante didn't say anything, but it's pretty clear from the video at this point that you mentioned you wanted to search numerous things, and that pocket was one of them, correct?
Yes, I asked to search all of his pockets. And he said no.
Well, initially, when you came up to this, you asked if you could search the ketchup packets, or bag of ketchup?
Yes, which he granted.
Yeah. And then you asked to search the car, and he wasn't sure because it wasn't his car, correct?
No, he originally granted permission. That's why he got out of the vehicle.
Oh, well, okay. But you asked to search the vehicle because you wanted to search the vehicle.
Yes.
And then you asked to search his pocket, which he said no.
Due to his nervous behavior.
Well, you think that was nervous behavior?
Especially after having multiple conversations with him and him being withdrawn like he was on the traffic stop, yes. And then he gets out of the car and he starts to walk around the immediate vicinity.
Well, aren't people typically nervous when they're at a traffic stop?
Typically they listen to commands.
Didn't he listen to you?
Overall, but his demeanor of walking around, that's not typical of a normal traffic stop when somebody gets out.
I mean, didn't he just seem upset that it was something stupid like expired plates that his buddy had done that was upsetting him?
I don't know what he was feeling or thinking at that time.
Well, you're testifying that he was nervous, so you are testifying that you know what he was feeling.
Well, he was nervous in his the manner in which he was acting wasn't typical of a normal interaction, especially with somebody I know and I deal with at least every 2 weeks while working at the bars downtown.
Isn't it clear that he appears to be upset, not to an extended degree, but because he believes he's not going to have a ride home, and you inform him that you're not going to tow the car, right?
I tell him I'm not going to tow the car and I'm going to give him a written warning.
Okay. But wouldn't that make people nervous if they think that their car is going to be towed or their ride is going to be gone?
Not after I tell him it's not going to get towed.
Okay, and after that, he seemed to calm down a little bit, didn't he? Like he didn't seem as upset.
No, he was still very nervous in my opinion, especially because of my past knowledge of Dante.
Well, you've asked to search, you wanted to search him 3 times. Don't you think that would make people nervous when an officer keeps asking to search him?
Your Honor.
Overruled.
I wasn't searching him, I was searching the car.
No, but with your inquiry into consistently asking to search things, doesn't that make people nervous because you want to search them?
Not typically.
Not typically?
No.
Do you ask everyone at traffic stops if you could search everything?
If their demeanor is making me believe there's something more than expired tags, which in this case it was 100% on that.
But initially, you asked to search the car and that ketchup bag before he had given you any indication of any problems. I mean, when you're talking to him, he's not nervous sitting in the car, correct?
When I lit him up and he took so long to come to a complete stop, and then he pulls forward again and he's moving around the car during that time, it makes me start to wonder what's in the car or on his person.
Well, don't people typically move around because they want to get their ID, their license, whatever it is they think that you might want to...
Not in that manner.
Not in that manner? Was there anything, when he was sitting there in the car, was there a lot of stuff around him when you looked in the vehicle?
There was not a lot of things in the vehicle. It wasn't a freshly detailed car, but it wasn't a hot mess either.
And what movement did he make? Did he just go reach over and get something from the passenger seat?
No, he was leaned up in the seat like this. There was moving around. You see his elbow at one point, consistent with possibly opening a center console, things of that nature.
Why don't you ask him what he was doing moving around the car?
On my initial approach, I wanted to advise him I was pulling him over. I realized it was Dante, and as I continued to speak with him, I could tell something was off. He was not being his normal self, and that's why I transitioned to more of a...
You didn't ask him to get out of the vehicle. You asked to search the car, and he said yes, and he said, I'll get out of the car, right?
Correct.
Okay. And why didn't you order him out of the car if you thought he was moving around a lot in the car? I'm assuming you think he was... strike that. Did you think he was hiding something or obscuring something?
Yes, based off of those movements, I think he was maybe moving something from inside the center console or somewhere specific in the vehicle and onto his person.
That's what you could tell from the movements?
I couldn't tell that, but that's what I would assume, or I was being led to believe.
Okay. You don't mention any of that when you approach him. It seems like a pretty amicable conversation.
Yes.
You didn't think he had anything on him until you felt something in his pocket, correct?
I mean, based on his demeanor, I knew something was not correct. There was something was off. There was something he was trying to be deceitful or hide from me.
And it was your goal at that point to determine what the contents of his pocket were. Is that correct?
No. So I wanted to do the consent search of the vehicle, like you told me. He's being very nervous. He gets out. He's walking around, looking around the area. I'm concerned at that point maybe he has a weapon on him or something of that nature.
Well,
I have another officer with me.
Your pat down's lawful, right? When he gets out of the vehicle for officer safety, you can pat him down.
Correct.
Okay, and you do that. But you don't search the vehicle at all.
I begin to, and then he starts to. He doesn't tell me no exactly, but I could see me searching the vehicle was upsetting him, so that's why I said I feel like you're withdrawing consent, sir, and I'm going to get you a written warning and try to get you out of here.
You felt he was withdrawing his, but he was just mentioning it's his buddy's car, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and it would be understandable that he doesn't know the contents of the vehicle, correct?
I mean, I pretty much know everything in any car I drive.
Well, if I let you borrow, say, my car, and you took it to the gas station, and say you got stopped, and someone wanted to say, hey, can we search the car? Wouldn't you be nervous because you don't know what the contents of my vehicle are?
I usually keep good company, so I would know if I was driving your car, I would highly doubt that there was a bag of cocaine in it, sir.
Well, yeah, but you wouldn't know, correct?
100% no.
Okay. So isn't it typical for someone when they're driving someone else's vehicle to be concerned about allowing you to search it because they don't know what on earth you could find?
Yeah, I mean, I guess he wouldn't check under every single seat and between seat belts and things of that nature.
Okay. Now, just to be clear, we hear the printing of the citation, we hear you tear it off, there's a little bit of time goes by, a short period of time, and then you folded the citation, you were handing it to him, and then you inquired as to the contents of his pocket, correct?
No. I'm print the ticket. As I'm folding it, that's when I begin having the conversation with him about what's in his pocket, and then he admits to having a bag of cocaine in his pocket as I hand him the citation.
And you had given him the citation, and then he told you what the contents of the pocket were, correct?
Correct.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Redirect.
Just two things to clarify. Mr. Deeb asked you about the pat down. You believed you felt drugs due to your past experience with Dante.
Yes.
Or is it your training and experience overall with your pat down?
Training experience and...
It was just heightened due to the fact of your past experience.
Objection.
Correct.
Overruled.
And he also asked you based on a prior arrest. Your plain feel isn't based on just this defendant, is that correct?
Correct.
Nothing further, thank you.
Recross.
Nothing further.
All right, you may step down, thank you. Next witness,
State of Ohio would rest, Your Honor.
Mr. D, do you have anything to present?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Geiger?
Your Honor, the defense claims that the stop was extended. You got to see the whole thing. You heard where he's trying to find his insurance. It was 11 minutes. That's well within the time. Plain feel, the officer probably could have went in his pocket right then and there and took it, but he took more time to issue his ticket in case, he doesn't want to rush into anything. He believes that the defendant's withdrawn consent to search the car, so he doesn't search the car. we'd ask you to deny the motion. Thank you.
Mr. D?
Your Honor, upon issuing the citation, the traffic stop was completed. It diverted it into a custodial interrogation, so we could ask him some questions about that. While it is brief, it is obvious that my client did not want to have himself searched. He was reluctant to have the vehicle searched because it's not his vehicle, but he was inclined to consent, but then not knowing it's his vehicle, it's obvious that he's concerned about that because he doesn't know what's in it. And then, or it appears that way from the video without his testimony, we don't know what he was thinking. But at that point, once they issued the citation and the warning was printed, he should have been informed that he was free to leave, and he continued the interaction between the two, as it seemed fairly amicable for the most part up until that point. And the officer does respect his wishes not to search his pocket. If it was immediately apparent that's what would have happened, that he would have taken action at that point. It wasn't immediately apparent based on the fact that he has a prior belief or arrest that he had had cocaine, and based on that, he made the assumption that whatever that he says powdery substance, whatever that soft object was in his pocket, he was going to be able to try and find out what was in that pocket. So we believe that he unlawfully detained him to complete that search upon the completion of the traffic stop, and at that point it should have been ended, and then the officer could have inquired further, but informed him that he was free to leave and give Dante that option. Instead, he unlawfully detained him continually after the warning was issued. Thank you, Your Honor.
Is your issue with the 11-minute stop?
No, the duration of the stop is not unreasonable. It's that the traffic stop was completed and then he continued it to investigate the pocket.
When was the stop completed? What's your argument as to when the stop was completed?
When he issued him the warning.
And how, and what was, when you say issue the warning, when does the issuance of the warning become complete?
When he prints the warning up and he has it, he folds it, he can give it to him. At that point, the traffic stop would be completed by handing it to him. By him doing any other action not in line with the traffic stop, it continues the duration. So if he prints the citation, doesn't give it to him, that prolongs the citation because it's completed. All he has to do is hand it to him. There's nothing that they need to do in furtherance of the traffic stop at that point.
The officer testified that as he could hear the tear of the paper from the machine, and he begins his conversation with Mr. Smith as he is completing that and folding it, and in the process of handing it is when this conversation starts. Is it your position that once it leaves Officer Brown's hand and gets into Mr. Smith's hand, that is the absolute bright line completion of that stop?
Given that he's issuing him warning, there would be no further reason to go forward with any conversation.
That's what I'm asking.
Yes.
So Officer Brown's testimony is the conversation begins, they're talking about what's in his pocket. Once the paper leaves Officer Brown's hands and enters into Mr. Smith's hands, that's the bright line where the conversation should end, even if it was mid-sentence or not mid-sentence.
At that point, it's completed, and if he wants, he should inform him that he is free to leave and the traffic stop is
Well,
over. But
does
that
he
is
have
the bright
to?
line test. Yes, I'm saying
Okay.
that he should.
But to your point, does he have to inform, does an officer have to inform anybody that he or she stops that the stop is complete and you're free to leave? Do they have to use those words?
I don't think they have to use those words, that they have to
Okay.
make it known to the person, because at that point, a reasonable person wouldn't walk away from an officer engaging them after they have been lawfully stopped until they feel
Right.
free to leave.
Well, but in a, say any other say you're going 115 on Route 2 and the State Highway Patrol gives you a ticket, they write you the ticket, they hand it to you. Once they hand it to you, do they have to say, okay, you can go now, or you just can get it and go?
It's based on the traffic stop, Your Honor. If he handed me the citation, he was explaining it, you need to go to court, you have time to waive it.
Right.
Certain things like that would be permissible, but since he was issuing a warning, at that point, there was nothing further to say. And he doesn't have a conversation regarding the traffic citations.
All right. Well, your position is regardless, once that paper exchanged hands, it's a bright line, and that should have ended everything, and nothing else can happen as a result after that?
I'm not saying nothing else can happen. I'm saying the officer should inform him.
In this case.
He should have informed him that the traffic stop is over, and it goes from there.
Okay.
Yes.
But I want to make sure you're clear on what you're saying. Was it Officer Brown's obligation to inform Mr. Smith once he handed it to him that this stop is ended and you're free to go?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll take it under advisement, issue a written decision.
May I?
Yeah, what?
The officer was well within his rights to have a consensual conversation with him.
If you missed today's hearing or joined us near the end, here's what happened. This hearing wasn't about whether Dante Smith possessed drugs. It was about whether the evidence should be allowed in court at all. Before trial, Judge John P. O'Donnell heard arguments on a motion to suppress, where the defense claimed police violated Smith's Fourth Amendment rights during a traffic stop. According to the testimony, the stop began over expired vehicle registration. During the encounter, the officer testified that Smith appeared unusually nervous, recognized him from previous encounters, and felt what he believed to be a package of cocaine during a lawful pat-down. The defense argued that once the officer had finished issuing the written warning, the traffic stop should have ended, and any additional questioning unlawfully extended the detention. Prosecutors disagreed, arguing that the stop lasted only about 11 minutes, that the officer was still completing the warning when the conversation continued, and that Smith ultimately admitted he had cocaine before the arrest. The hearing focused heavily on body camera footage, the timing of the stop, and whether the officer's actions remained within constitutional limits. Rather than deciding the issue immediately, Judge O'Donnell questioned both attorneys about exactly when a traffic stop legally ends and whether an officer must explicitly tell a driver they are free to leave before continuing a conversation. After hearing both sides, the judge took the matter under advisement and said he would issue a written decision later. Cases like this show that criminal cases aren't decided only by what police find. They're also decided by whether the evidence was obtained within the limits of the Constitution. Before any jury ever hears the facts, judges must first determine whether the investigation respected the legal rights guaranteed to every person,